It's a new month and we're super excited to have you join us on the program. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Our lineup is a bundle of joy and cheer. From Kindred Spirits, a group show, to another which shows the Mindscapes of the North in Lagos. Then move to Benin City, the Edo State capital, where it's home sweet home for this female artist. We'll have that and more when ArtHouse returns in a moment. Do stay with us.
Art is solace. Art is vision. And when I pick up a literary work, I am a consumer of literature for its own sake.
We begin the show with this group exhibition called Kindred Spirit at the Core Gallery in Lagos.
Paintings and pottery are just a few of the works of art on display at the Core Gallery in Lagos in this exhibition titled Kindred Spirits, a gathering of Aka Circle of Artists.
The Aka Circle of Exhibiting Artists is a very important group of artists that formed a group in 1985 in Enugu. It was made up of, at first, 13 artists from the then Enugu and Anambra states who felt that they needed a platform to exhibit and to encourage themselves in the absence of institutions and curators that could do that for them. And the group was set up by Professor Obiora Udechukwu and Professor Ella Natsui, who are also pioneer artists of the Nsukka School, the group of artists from Nsukka who explored indigenous Uli art from eastern Nigeria.
The show presents images created by the 15 members, exhibited collectively between 1986 to 2005. The curator, Iyayi, explains the essence.
The exhibition today is actually the first time that the group will be exhibiting together since 2005. And next year will be the 40 years since the establishment of the group. But more importantly, the group is gathering today to celebrate one of their members, Ella Natsui, who just celebrated his 80th birthday in February. And we'll be marking 50 years since he came to Nigeria next year, February. The exhibition is also an opportunity to see how far the artists have come since their last exhibition and to show actually what made them a very important group.
And it was the Aka Circle of Artists that was formed in 1985 by Obiora Udechukwu and Ella Natsui, very historic artists that both have achieved international acclaim. And with them, there was this whole group. So it started in 1985 and went on till 2005. And these were all male artists in Nsukka.
In choosing Aka, the Igbo word for hand, as the rallying symbol, the artists, brought together by their desire to create works of art, regularly exhibit together annually.
Not only were they pioneers in their respective practices, but they also pushed the boundaries of what is now contemporary Nigerian art, challenging themselves to explore their material, including those that are painters, as you will see, artists like Nsekak Essien, who pushed the boundaries of the two-dimensional surface of painting to create works that are in between painting and sculpture. And of course, Ella Natsui, who has been celebrated internationally for his contribution to sculpture and contemporary art. Other members of the group, Bona Ezudu, and the work beside me is Obiora Hanidi. All of them very, very wonderful artists in their own right, all coming together to form this group. and make their own contribution.
However, they are intentional about their desire to maintain individuality.
The underlying factor about my work is their uniqueness. Because you don't see them any other place. And that is what is making us to be driven for these 40 years of ACA, is the uniqueness that gives us the life to go ahead. 40 years and counting. The search for uniqueness is the trigger for my work. When you talk about ceramics, you talk about plates, teacups, and all that, but these are very far from them. These are more of aesthetics or beautification and all that, even though it can be used in one way or the other, okay?
The son of Nsikak Essien, whose works are being exhibited at the Kindred Spirits. So he was an experimental artist. He dabbled a lot in mixed media and experimental painting, like really expressive painting, a lot of colors on the canvas, on wood. His medium was majorly wood.
I'm so delighted because I've met all these old artists that, I've been following. Bona, Obiora, Nidi, it's just so humbling, it's so wonderful that this exhibition has been curated by Iyayi of CCA, and we need to celebrate our heroes. We can't forget, the great heroes of our artistic history and legacy, and they paved the way for so many young talent today. And we must honor the root system of the art community and how we have, exploded around the world. It's so wonderful when you look at art, when you look at music, when you look at dance, but it has its roots in these collectives like the Buyers Collective, the Hamatan Workshop Series, the ACA Group. These were the places where talent was nurtured. And I'm just delighted that I have an opportunity to enjoy this evening. For
the team, this is not an art movement or a score, but a forum for the interaction by kindred spirits.
Now let's head to Benin City, the Edo State capital, and enjoy Iyayi, a homecoming solo exhibition by Faith Michael at the Thought Pyramid Art Center.
Iyayi. That's how contemporary female artist Faith Michael has called her homecoming exhibition at the Thought Pyramid Art Center in Benin City, the Edo State capital. The array of paintings on display ranges from images of Edo royalty, a Benin king to princess, to a mother and children, then a silhouette and more, including a self-portrait.
These are titled, If You're in My Shoes, a silent call for understanding. Oftentimes, as kids, we try putting ourselves in our parents' shoes, we want to wear our parents' shoes. That's a way of already trying to be adult, of which we are not. And this is my series of If You're in My Shoes. Because we live in a judgmental society, people tend to judge you for what you do, not minding or not knowing the reasons why you've done that. They tend to tell what they don't even know about your life. They're not even in your life, and yet they tell people things that does not concern them. Through this piece, I tend to tell people that do not judge people if you've not walked well in their shoes.
Faith describes herself as an accidental artist because walking this path was not on the radar while growing up.
Nothing propelled me into being an artist. It all started accidentally when I went to get my post-UTME from 2015. That was when the cyber cafe guy mistakenly filled art for me. At first, I just looked at him and but on getting to the department, there was something different. I saw everyone busy with work, from the fashion department to textile, photography, sculpture, and ceramics. So I felt if these people can do it, I think I can do it.
These works of art are a significant part of inspiring imagination and a mode of communication that has a tremendous aesthetic appeal.
And these are the works of art you sent in this week. Let's begin with this acrylic on canvas piece called Makoko Waterside. It's from the Life on Water Series 1. It's done by Gilbert Gabriel. The Emergency is also an acrylic on canvas piece by Albert Ohams. This oil on canvas piece is called Jewel of Early Time by Abiodun. Then Nope Skater, when I mix pencil drawing with page art, this is what I get. And it's been created by Arad's Art. Kinsley Dibia has Life is a Gift, done with color language. A lasting impression is what Innocent Chikeze hopes to give his viewers with this acrylic on canvas piece. Then Oyeyemi Esther has Where Peace is Found, also rendered with acrylic on canvas. We have a lot of acrylic on canvas pieces this week. This one is done with a bit of oil. It's called The Rose That Waits by Olakunle Ayola. Then we wrap things up with yet another acrylic on canvas work with a bit of oil as well, called Next Step from the Decision series by Tosin Ajayi. Those are the works of art you sent in recently. We're super excited about them as we look forward to seeing your festive themes being showcased as well on the program.
Taking a moment now. When we return, we have another exhibition to enjoy, so do stay with us.
Our wordsmith for today is Better Days to Come by Amirat Ayomide Ali. The thoughts of coming to this beautiful world filled me with so much joy and aspiration when I was but a little being laying in the comfort of my mother's belly. When I slipped out from those walls of comfort to feel the warm breeze of the earth, I was filled with wonder and bathed in love. When I grew older, I realized things cannot be rosy for life. My hope was dashed, and I felt lost in this world, full of hardship, thorns, assaults, abuse. Little but strong voices kept whispering in my head, the words of my beloved parents, the watchwords that will guide me. I kept saying to myself, Amirat, brace yourself, intensify effort, put on your armor and strive harder, ignite the fire of hope, pray, and wait for better days to come.
Time to enjoy Mindscapes of the North, an exhibition at the British Council in Lagos.
The space within the British Council in Lagos is adorned with colourful paintings, photographs, and other art form for this exhibition, which celebrates the artistic expressions in northern Nigeria.
We started this in 2021, so this is our 4th edition, and we're doing the first of its kind in Lagos, but it's constantly been holding in Kaduna. So 3 years in Kaduna and the first time in Lagos. And for us, it's all about promoting northern arts and culture and being able to like create a shift or a change in perspective for what the North is, giving platform to northern artists, poets, visual artists, photographers, being able to showcase their world to a wider audience. A lot of us, we do not have like that platform. So we need to create those platforms where they can showcase their work and maybe reach a wider audience. So that's what we do.
This exhibition, called Mindscapes of the North, is just one of a series of activities lined up for this festivity that hopes to bridge the gap between northern and southern creatives.
This is where the art hub is in Nigeria. There are a lot of art organizations, artsy people, and for us to be able to get people to come back to Kaduna to experience this event, we need to show them what we're doing. So for us, it's like a teaser. It's like, okay, this is what the North has to offer, so why not experience this a little so we can, when we're doing our next festival in the North, we can say, come and experience it. You've seen what it's like, you've experienced a little of it, and you would probably want to do more of that. So for us, it's a little bit to promote the North, like I said, so more people can come back home to see what we're doing, to experience the people, to experience the culture, and basically to experience the art.
The paintings and pictures on display, arranged inside and outside the exhibition hall, show the beauty, tradition, and diversity captured by an array of creatives.
I'm tapping into the tea drinking culture of the Northerners, right? Because I don't believe in stereotypes. I believe there are so many school of thoughts, when it comes to the North. So what I am focusing for this show is the tea drinking culture between the Hausas. I mean, in Lagos, we see a lot of them do this tea business. We call them meti or mechai, right? So that's what my work for this show is focusing on.
Most of my photography work is done in the northeastern parts of Nigeria, and for most times, as a visual artist, my goal is to tell the story of the northeastern part of Nigeria using my photography. So this work is titled Not Okay, and if you can see, it's literally a car that is parked and it's supposed to be worked on, but nobody is there working on the car. So it just reflects how in the northeastern part of Nigeria we have a lot of things that need to be done. However, nobody seems to be doing anything about it. The other work is also called Not Okay, and it just reflects how for a lot of people in the north, there's a lack of exposure, and that is why you can see the person's eyes is almost blinded while they are holding a fruit in their mouth. So it's just portraying how being a northerner is a lot of things to maneuver and a lot of things to move around. So yeah, basically that's what my work tries to do. I try to tell the narrative of the northeastern part of Nigeria.
The textile designer Khadija Diko has a unique piece which she titled Ties That Bind.
It explores northern womanhood and sisterhood as well through different traditional mediums. So I've hand painted on Funtua cotton, and I've also done a piece in the middle using indigo dyeing. So I created my indigo vat with henna as well to really explore the way that Northern women express themselves. So through henna and also through the way we traditionally tie our scarves.
Some of the artists look at the culture. So Khadija's art piece, for instance, is looking at the Donkwali tradition of tying scarves. So she uses textiles to create some of her art pieces. You know, some of them explore the landscape of the region. So I think Sarah Bolere's art piece, there's one that is called is a mosque, and it's just basically being able to capture some of these things, their experiences as people. There's photography as well there, and you would see the Durbar. We've captured the Durbar, we've captured the landscape of the place, you know, the scenes, some of the cultures, like the Dembe fight. That's something that happens when someone wants to get married. So a lot of it is just showcasing that art and culture, what people are thinking, what the artists are feeling, basically, yeah. I want people to be able to know that the art is beyond the stereotypes that are out there. I want them to be able to think of the art as a place that is welcoming, not just a place that's filled with violence. You know, there's so much the North has to offer, like I've said. So I want them to not think of it as the things they see in the media, but beyond that, the people, the culture, the beautiful food, you know. And we might not be able to capture all of it through the art here, but just the experience of this means they might be more open-minded to visiting the North in the future. So I want them to be able to take that out from this and also come back home.
Mindscapes of the North reveals the color, the culture, and stories from the region.
There's a lot more to see and enjoy, but that will be on the next episode of ArtHouse.
Next week on ArtHouse. Unveiling of rare artifacts of veteran artist Professor Ben Enwonwu at National Museum, Lagos. Then, at the Raleigh Gallery, we see how to hold a moonbeam, a solo exhibition by Iyuola Sanyaolu. Three contemporary artists, Ibong Ekwere, Ali Rahim, and Adeni Olanrewaju, exhibit at Signature Beyond Art Gallery in Lagos. We encourage you to keep liking, sharing, and viewing our page so more people can enjoy the ever-bubbly and ingenious art scene in the country.
Your ArtHouse experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of ArtHouse on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on ArtHouse on Channels. We're everywhere.
That's ArtHouse today. Thank you for being a great company, and I look forward to interacting with you on our various social media platforms. I see all your messages regarding the laurels ArtHouse and Channels Television received. I appreciate you all, and thank you for the love and support. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Enjoy the month of December. Let's end 2024 on a high.